So it's been about 5 days since the 2 bucklings last went to their new homes, Lupin and Diggory, and now it's time to downsize the herd quite a bit more. 6 goats are going to be going to their new homes. Some people are coming to pick up 1 buck, 3 does, and 2 wethers. So 6 goats all together. It's going to be crazy, the decreased size of the herd once they leave, but I'm really excited about the home that they're going to, and they will be here shortly, so stay tuned. Alright, so this is Sarah and her family, and we're heading up to get 6 goats, and they're going to bring them home, so I'm super excited for the new adventure that the goats are going to go on. Let's go get those goats! For now, this is my lovely contraption.
Yeah, that's really smart.
So this is Santiago. He's a big boy, but he's really sweet.
Nice.
And he's about 2 years old.
Should we get like some family stuff for a leash or something? Or what do you do?
That's alright. He'll lead by his collar usually.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, come on, bud. Come on. But yeah, he's grown some gorgeous babies. So we're super excited to see what he does to these guys, especially. It's like I would keep him, but I'm getting into registered stuff now. So moving up a little bit as the years go on.
Man, I can't wait to see what kind of babies he makes with our goats, because our goats are all sorts of colors.
That is so cool. Yeah, he actually grows a lot of color. So it's always fun to see the color combinations that happen. Santiago, you ready for it? Alright, come on.
I'm so impressed that he lets you just...
Yeah, he's a pretty sweet buck.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was raised in a huge herd on like 100 acres, but as soon as I got him, he got super tame and calmed right down. So.
Wow, fun. Is that your,
I've got a few babies left. So we ended up with accidental Casper.
Yeah.
And he's very sweet.
That's cool.
But he's just a little guy.
Yeah.
If you want, you know.
He just got his last little snack from his mom.
So that's
You're done now.
And then, you guys just want to grab a goat?
Hey, baby, I'm sorry.
Let's go. And then,
Should have had Holly keep this one.
here's the little girl. Oh, poor Calypso. I'll get her. There we go.
There we go.
Perfect. Thank you.
What's the problem, Holly? They're really not that heavy.
Right here real quick. So his looks nice and dark. The darker it is, the better.
Okay.
If it's white, then that means they really need dewormed. If it's lighter colored, then they may or may not be dewormed depending on their growth. But I'm hoping that as they go out onto a larger area, that will be a lot easier to keep their parasite resistance maintained. So now a bunch of the goats have gone off to their new homes. So it's really weird just having not very many goats here because a big bulk of the herd just went off to their new homes, to different herds to start their new journeys on someone else's farm. So 6 of the goats got sold today, and then 2 bucklings got sold the other day. And then I'll have 2 does left to sell. Luna and Calypso, one of Kiko's doelings that didn't just leave. The white one is going to some friends of ours. So in a few days, those 2 does are going to be leaving. And then that's going to leave me with Primrose, Calliope, Divine, and Divine's doeling, Dahlia, as well as my new registered Kiko buck, Espresso. So that's going to leave me with a good little herd to work with left from what I had previously, and then I'm also going to be purchasing 2 new does to add to the herd this summer. So that should be a fun journey to go on, experimenting with some new genetics. And it's weird to have my originals leaving. 2 out of the 3 originals just left today. Then Luna is going to be leaving, and that's going to leave me with kind of a fresh new start to the herd. And hopefully I can just continue to keep my herd better and better quality over time. So poor Espresso doesn't have Santiago to be buddies with him anymore. But he actually seems to be doing just fine. Santiago bullied him a lot, and I'm hoping that he doesn't care too much that he's gone. He's got the whole pen to himself. Not to mention getting to go out and browse every day. He gets free reign of the property. And of course we can't forget little Casper. Casper will be going to his new home later on, so we'll be able to hang out with him and keep him around for a couple more months. Vine doesn't seem to mind that her 2 bucklings are gone, because she does still have Dahlia, who's going to be with her for hopefully quite a long time since I'm keeping her. And then Luna over there and Calypso, which is Kiko's 3rd baby, are going to be leaving soon, and then they will go to another farm together. Then that will be it. Well, that will be basically it of the sales this year. Little Casper won't be leaving to his new home till later on. Good girl, you did it! Good girl, Luna, you're so... There we go. Good job. So today, Luna as well as Calypso are going to be going to their new home. So pretty soon here, I'm going to be taking them to their new home. It's just about 15 or so minutes away. They're going to some friends of ours, so that will be fun to be able to see how they do in their new herd. Luna and Kiko and Santiago are all my 3 originals that actually started my Kiko Goat herd. And today, Luna will actually be leaving. So as you can see here, Calypso, who is not even Luna's baby, is nursing off of Luna. About a week ago or so, I posted a short where I said that I had grafted one of the kids onto a doe. So that was Calypso. I actually grafted her onto Luna because Luna's babies already got sold and Calypso's mama got sold. And the longer the kids nurse, the better. So usually they have to be weaned when they're about 2 to 3 months old so they can go to their new homes. But if they're staying together, then it's best not to wean them. So Calypso's mama did leave, so she had to be weaned off of her mama, but I decided to see if I could graft her onto Luna since these 2 will actually be going to their new home together. So I've been starting this grafting process for about 5 days or so now, and it works great on the stand. I'm just not sure that it's going to continue after they go back to their new home, because I put them on the stand twice a day, so that way Calypso can nurse for a little bit. But I'm also going to give her some probiotics real quick. I'll sneak it into her mouth while she's drinking, and I'll tell you why. Oh, that went all over, silly. There you go. Good job. Okay, so she got it all over her face, and now she decides to be done nursing. But because she started to intake more milk all of a sudden, it did cause her to start having a little bit of scours, which is normal because she's been intaking more milk when I started grafting her onto Luna. Now the milk is actually really good for her. Her body just has to get used to this process. So I've been giving her probiotics every day, so the scours have been slowing down. But that's just the reason for the probiotics. Now Luna and Calypso are going to be going to their new home. So I'm going to get them loaded up and I'll take you guys along. Let's go. Alright, so Luna and Calypso are in the van. It was a bit of a struggle getting them down here, but we finally did it. And thanks to Brianna, I got a good helping hand. So now Luna and Calypso will be on their way. Let's get going.
Oh, there you go.
Right now they're kind of expressing their dominance.
They're already at it. They're already figuring out who's the
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Calypso's just over there wandering.
Set the rules, you
It's
know?
not all that serious either. It's just like a couple knocks and you're like, okay.
What do you think, girl?
Figure it out.
What do you think? So what do you think, goats?
We're not going for records. Did you see Shrek from New Zealand? That sheep that didn't get sheared for like 10 years that they didn't.
Yes, I saw that
So
video.
sad.
Oh my goodness, that was amazing.
Right.
That was crazy. But yeah, the goats are looking really good actually.
Peaches is all.
Hey, stop sniffing me.
Peaches is like,
Peaches just
wait
stomping
a
her
minute.
foot.
Is she just becoming one of the goats now?
They all pal around. Yep. For a while it was the sheep and
That
the
is
goats and
awesome.
they wouldn't mix like oil and water, but
That's
now
funny.
Peach is just one of the crowd.
I love that.
Yep.
Loki's trying to figure out who his mom is.
Dominant.
He's about the size
Peaches
of
is
his
mad
mom
at,
now.
What? Calypso? Peaches doesn't like Calypso.
Oh yeah.
She's chasing her away.
What do you think, Luna? I mean, because Luna's been separated from Loki for
For
Peaches?
so long, it'll be
a while.
interesting
I
to
wonder
see what
how
happens.
fast those mother and instincts are going to kick back in now that she's really big son there.
What do you think? Luna's probably gonna establish herself as the herd queen now.
Are they friends now?
Oh, she's like, nope, I'm the boss.
How did
was like, hey,
how do
you
those
don't
animals
do that.
figure out they don't agree? I mean, what is it?
Well, it's pretty weird because it seems like I hardly have any goats left. I sold a lot of goats, you guys. For some people it may not seem like a lot, but for me it was quite a few goats. So I sold 10 goats so far this year. It'll be 11 once little Casper gets weaned and goes to his new home. But 11 goats this year sold, and they got sold basically all at once. It went pretty fast, and the herd has definitely been downsized quite a bit. It's pretty quiet up here. Hi, Primrose. So downsizing the herd and selling a bunch of goats leaves me with Primrose. She is my yearling doe who's going to freshen for the first time this year. Then I also have Sweet Miss Dahlia that I'm retaining out of Divine. I'm really excited to see what she does. And then of course I have Queen of the Herd, my newest doe, Divine, who is a really nice doe, and I've really loved what she gave me this year, and I'm excited to see what she does next year. Of course we can't forget Miss Calliope. She got bred way earlier than I wanted to, and she's looking a little skinny right now. Hopefully she'll bulk up, and I also hope to show her at the county fair this summer. Calliope is my African Savannah doe, and I'm excited to pair her with a different breeding for next year and see what she gives us. Of course we can't forget about little Casper, who is jumping all over me, and he acts just like a bottle baby. He's such a sweetheart. And of course he's not going to show you his sweet face right now. He's just headbutting my leg. Typical baby goat. But he is such a sweetheart. This guy won't be leaving for a little while, so he'll get to hang around and you guys will get to see him grow. So those were my 4 does, and of course we can't forget Mr. Espresso, my new buck who is registered, who I purchased this year. I'm excited to see how breedings go and what he gives us as far as kids for this next kidding season. But I think it'll be nice to have a smaller sized, more manageable little herd to work with for a little while until the next kidding season. And also I'm going to be getting 2 new does this summer, but I'll talk more about that later. It'll be nice to have a smaller sized herd for now, so that way I can figure out my plans for where I want the herd to go next year. So kind of where I want my herd to be and what I want to do with it, what my goals are. It's really weird that my originals are gone though. I've been developing my herd over time to get better and better genetics in my herd, and I'll be stepping up more when I purchase 2 new does this year from really awesome lines. And so that's kind of my goal with breeding goats, is to just get better and better, sell the ones that aren't the best, and keep getting the best goats that I can. So it's been a fun journey so far. I've really enjoyed raising goats, and I hope that I can continue with it all through high school and then after I move out. It's just a hobby that I really enjoy, and I've learned so much from it. And I appreciate you all sticking with me through this whole experience of raising goats, and there should be some more great videos to come. So appreciate it, guys, and I'll see you later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!